Hello guys, it's Business Monday. This is Ejiro Sagede, aka your energetic EJ, and this is a new segment on the Afrocentrist podcast called Business Monday, where I get to talk to business people who are creating solutions, services, or products for other businesses. Okay, so it's B2B here, right? It will be coming to you every other Monday on the Afrocentrist podcast. You don't want to miss it. And if you are watching this and you have a solution or a product or a service for other businesses, then you want to connect with me so that I can feature you on the podcast. I mean, we need this information to go around, don't we? So don't miss it every other Monday on the Afrocentrist podcast. It's your girl, the energetic EJ, signing out. See you on Mondays. Bye. Hi, and welcome to today's episode of the Afrocentrist podcast. This particular segment called Business Monday. Hi, my name is Ejiro Osakede, aka the energetic EJ, the one and only. Any other energetic EJ is a what? It's a counterfeit. All right, so I'm so excited to be here on Business Monday. And today on the show, I have somebody all the way from Egypt. Yes, the center or the origin of civilization. You know what I'm saying? All right, so and today, you know how we do it on Business Monday. Business Monday is a segment where I get to interview business owners who have solutions, products or services for other businesses. So their business serves other businesses, and that's why we're here today. And I'm going to be talking to Ahmed today all the way from Egypt, but you know how to do it. Before I bring him on, here is a message for you. Welcome back. Did you like what you saw? Yes, Ahmed did that with Colabz. Okay, so we're going to meet Ahmed and exactly how Colabz is serving you. So if you are an entrepreneur or a small business owner, I feel sometimes I don't feel comfortable saying small business owner because I'm a business owner myself. And so I'd rather say startup, okay? That's more tush. So if you are a startup or you're thinking of starting up a venture, a business, then you want to pay attention right now because I'm about to get into a conversation with my guests. And yes, we have him here. How are you, Ahmed?
I'm good, EJ. Love the energy. Thanks for having me today.
Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. All right. So we're just going to dive into it. But as is my tradition on my shows, I love to meet people. I love to meet my guests directly, right?
Good.
I know you have a profile, a curated one. But I don't need that. I want to hear from you directly. So we're going to start with that. Who is Ahmed?
Okay, everything exclusive for EJ today. So no putting mask or anything. Just straight to the heart conversation with EJ.
Absolutely.
So I'm Ahmed, as you said. I'm Egyptian. I run a company called Colabz. We mainly do digital marketing and we help businesses, whether I don't like to call them small as well. So I like to call them a startup. So I love that because I come from a startup background. So I like to bring that to them. And what we do is that we take them all the way from, if they have a small idea, we help them with their branding. We help them getting online. Even if they have the next tech startup idea, we help them build the idea as well with our technology and web development or a mobile app. After they've have their solution and their idea and they're online, what we do next is that we make sure they send their message the right way to people. So that's through social media, messaging, through their ads and media buying, and all the way to SEO and just being online. So we make sure your online presence is as good as EJ's presence at the moment.
Okay, now I'm going to bust you here.
Yeah.
I hope you're ready for me. I'm going to bust you here. I said I want to meet you. I want my people to meet you, not Colabz yet. Okay. So let us meet Ahmed. Who is Ahmed? Tell us something about you.
Okay. That's my fault. So that's on me. So back rewind.
Yeah. I love it.
I'm Egyptian again. I'm 32 years old. I've been living in Dubai for the past 7 years.
Ooh, how has that been?
Very crazy, but very nice at the same time.
Absolutely, I agree with you.
I do miss home. I do miss. We had this small conversation, me and AJ, before we came on live, and I do miss what our countries bring back home in Africa. So that's one thing I miss a lot about home.
Absolutely. Yeah. Now I want to whine you a bit before we go into Colabz, right?
Yeah.
What do you do before, or what were you doing before you started Colabz?
Absolutely. So how far back shall we go? You tell me.
Not too far.
Okay. So my the last 6 years of my life, I was a flight attendant. So I was working with a big airline in the Middle East, where I was a flight attendant in business class and a senior flight attendant.
Ooh, that must have been a very lovely experience, isn't it?
It was beautiful. It was beautiful. I learned so much from it. I've been to so many places. I met so many beautiful and nice people that I'm very grateful for that experience. And I met my wife as well on the job.
I love that you entered that part, because I was going to ask you anyways. Oh my God, guys. I wish Nadia was here. Oh my God, you really want to meet her someday. Maybe I'm going to bring her on again I know what to do. She's going to be on the other segment for women, because I would love to hear her story, and I know you would love to. She is beautiful. Anyways, that's me just gushing on his wife, right?
Thank you very much.
Awesome. I mean, that must have been a very nice experience. So I'm going to lead from there into the conversation about Colabz.
Yes.
What made you? Because right now, I mean, a flight attendant in one of the biggest airlines in the world. Why would you leave that to come help startups? Tell us.
Okay, so it goes a little bit before my flight attendant job. So mainly during my first years being a flight attendant, I did customer care for a very long time. Before being with this airline, I've done it back home in Egypt for a long time. So it's something I've been doing for a long time. So I'm good at this. But then when I came here to this part of the world, it was a way for me that, okay, this is a very good job. It's very well paying. It's a big comfort zone that it's very hard for you to get out of. But there's nothing secure and there's nothing safe. So this was, it was a way for me to, okay, I need a plan B, because you never know when the next pandemic hits. And funny is that the pandemic did hit, you know what I mean? And a lot of people lost their jobs in the process of doing that. So throughout my years being that flight attendant, I also started a couple of businesses back home in Egypt. So I had a tech startup that does, we're big in cinema. We have, I know you guys have Nollywood. We have our own.
What's it called? Egypt Hood?
No, we don't. That's the thing. Like, I'm trying to find the name, and that will be made up. We don't have a name for it. Yeah. But we're big on film and cinema and advertising. So I invested in a startup where they connect people that work in cinema and film, and they connect creatives, give them jobs, give them places to shoot, gives them equipment to shoot. So this is how my journey started, and then I wanted to expand this on Dubai, but just on a different venture. So we can call it a sister company, or a company that...
So that particular company still works, exists in Egypt.
Yes.
So this is just like a spin-off of it.
Absolutely. It doesn't do the exact... It's not the same business model, but what it brings on the table is that I have now access to more than 10,000 creatives in Egypt through that platform. Wow. So I can leverage on this, offering the services to people from this part of the world, while I'm also helping my people back home, and give them the jobs and give them the opportunities and the exposure. And the thing is like, I've been through the startup hell. It's not hell. It was a very fun journey. I did learn so much. But when I sit with people, or when I sit with startups, I do try to not only, I'm not there to sell you what I do, because you already came and you have an interest to know what I do and you're interested in the service. But what I bring a little bit extra on the table is that the struggle. Like I know
you can resonate with it.
Yes, I know if you're a tech startup, I know you're trying to raise fund. I know your product needs to have these features to launch. I know you want to listen to people. It's these things that I learn over my past experience with it's still my current startup, but I'm just on the board.
When your journey, that journey has turned you into this person
Yes.
who can resonate with what other
Absolutely.
startups are going through, and so
Absolutely.
you are able to deal with them or relate with them based from that place of pain, or
Yes.
that, you know, like,
Yes.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I know what you're going
Yeah.
through.
The struggle is real. I can relate. You know, we're there. I'm not that big corporate that's trying to get your money. I'm just like you. I just have the experience, and I'm happy to share it with you. That's pretty
Wow.
much.
And really, I commend you for that,
Yeah.
because it has really shone through for you.
Yeah.
It's the same, like, we are in the same community.
Yeah.
We belong to a community called One Community. Let me plug that in here.
Shout out.
Shout out to our One Community.
Yeah.
And, you know, even in that community, I've seen you offer to help several times. Like,
Absolutely.
offering free sessions, one-on-one sessions,
Yeah.
to business owners to say, let's see how we can help you boost your brand image, or, you know, and I just love that about you. And I think it's one of the reasons I'm like, hey, I need more people to know what Ahmed does. You know, I'm trying to pronounce it the real way they pronounce it, like it's
make the sound, and people get it. It's just the sound. It's all good.
You know, and yes. So now tell us about Colabz.
Yes.
First of all, why Colabz? What's the name?
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
Because for me, I feel like it's simple,
Yeah.
but it sticks.
Yeah.
Like Colabz, like, wow, that's cool.
Okay.
But what gave birth to that?
Okay, Nadia did.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Nadia is my wife. She chose the name. She's also my co-founder, and it comes from collaboration. So so it's
fits fits so perfectly on every front. We are collaborating.
Yeah.
We're a couple.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Is it the time where you put a red thing on my
You know,
face
like,
and
you're
put some
blushing.
sound effect, you know? Because I think that's the right frame for it right now. But yeah.
Oh, bless your heart, Nadia. We love you. We love you. So, yeah. So that's where that name came from, Colabz. So, what does Colabz do?
Okay, so what we do mainly is that we help startups or small to medium enterprises. We do have some clients that are big, but of course those ones they kind of somehow know what they want. So the bigger your client, the more money they have invested into their own marketing team. So when they come to you, most of the times they come to you because they know what they want. So they know that, okay, I have done my analysis, and now I need help with this, and now I'm gonna go ahead and outsource that to a digital marketing agency. But most of our clients are startups or business owners that are not there yet. So the thing is, I need to talk about Colabz, but that's one thing I really love to highlight is that the amount of times we had clients or we had businesses that would come to us thinking they have one problem, but they actually had another completely different problem. And that's what I love to do. Sometimes you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Sometimes you think that, oh, I need to buy ads. But sometimes your problem is that maybe your website is a bit slower than it's supposed to be. That's why it's not ranking as good. Maybe that's money that shouldn't be invested in that. It's very easy for me to just go ahead and take your money. That's the easiest thing, you know. But the best thing to do is that what we like to do is that we analyze, and then we tell you what needs to be done. What's a priority number one? What number two? What number three? And then we take it forward, you know. And one of the things that the business owners like about this is that they get value.
Yeah.
So I always say this. I'm very guilty of doing this, where I go the extra mile and I do analysis. It's a service that usually people would pay for, and I go and I do tell this to my client. Listen, I've done this for you. We want to carry on with us or not, but you need to know this. You know, so you need to know this is where you have a problem.
Like you do a diagnosis of the whole situation and say, okay, I think this, and this. And awful times when you've done this, most times what they thought was the problem wasn't even the problem.
Wasn't that problem. Yeah.
That is so classic.
Yeah.
That is so classic. The fact that, yes, you are out to make money as a business yourself, but that is not your drive. Your drive is to actually give value. And I feel like it's a no-brainer that after going through the analysis and you tell them, like, you diagnosed me, you're my doctor. Yeah. I got to pay you to fix it.
Somewhere or the other. Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Well done. So, how long has Colabz been in existence for?
Sure. Colabz in Dubai has been going on for the past, it's only 1 year. So in 10 days is our 1 year anniversary.
September?
Yeah. So we're very, very cool. So we're very happy.
I know that this video is going to be out later on, not in September, but just so you know, it's pre-recorded. But so this September is special for us as well, because the Afrocentrist podcast is one in September, and now I'm hearing that Colabz is also one in September. Okay. We're doing great stuff, you know.
We're killing it. So it's good, but it's actually challenging that you said that question, is because being a one-year company in this kind of part of the world, especially in our business, it's very competitive. We're really oversaturated with the market, and so the good thing that we offer is that what we do is that we leverage on what we have in Egypt, and we leverage on that creativity part, and we really take our creativity seriously. Like, we don't just put a bunch of shapes together.
Let me cut you there. When you refer to creativity, I mean, I'm not saying divulge your model with us, but what are you referring to?
So for example, like, it's so easy for you to go ahead and make a logo for $25, for example. But what we tend to do is that we tend to do a branding. A logo is something, and a branding is a completely different thing. Branding is an investment that if you invest in at the beginning, it's an investment that will stay along with you, and it will be the thing you use all over the next 10 years, unless you want to change that. And branding defines what we do is that we go ahead, we study competition, we see what other people look like, what colors are nice, what colors resonate with you, how your logo should be, what hidden message should be there. How can you speak to people, what's your language? All these things we really consider, and then we put, and this comes from creativity. Like, we create these things, and we apply this onto anything else we do. If we're going to design your website, the website will be driven from your branding, so the colors are going to be driven from this. If you're going to be doing a piece of social media, we've already decided your language and your tone of voice and your logo and how you can present yourself online. Not all our partners or our clients do have that full journey with us, but we try to implement it as much as we can. Give us your branding. What are your messages? How do you speak to your people? We think we should speak this way, and we do put that passion, because it's very competitive, this niche, and if you don't have an edge, then you will not survive. You would just be missing in the whole ocean. Yeah, you will be like everyone else. Absolutely. So
I love it. I love what I'm hearing, the wholesomeness of the package that you bring on board. Right? So how exactly can startups watching this right now plug into what you're doing? I mean, for the Afrocentrist podcast, our aim is to broadcast globally, but we are also serving majorly the African community, but also like African diaspora, right?
Yes.
But then I'm sure that somebody's watching me from back home Nigeria, for example, or from back home Ghana. Shout out, right? But how can they plug in? Because I feel like I am listening to you right now, and I'm putting myself in the position of somebody watching this on the other side. I'm like, oh wow, I love the authenticity that comes through for this person. And for me, really, I was just like, really? He does the diagnosis for free? I would like some diagnosis, please, sir.
Absolutely. All yours.
So if somebody's thinking that right now and they really want to just work with you or connect with you, what's the process for that?
Yes. So as much as I would love to say I'm going to give a 1 hour free consultation for the audience of EJ, but I really already do this. So maybe I'll extend it to 2 hours. So anyone that wants
1 hour is good enough. You're so generous.
No, anyone that wants to sit down and wants us to, it will be a conversation with me. You will not be speaking to any of my team. It will just be me having a business owner to business owner conversation, like a connection, where we see what needs to be done for you. And we'll just highlight the pain points for you and tell you, okay, there's a problem here. We can tell you how it's solved. If you're happy to do it yourself, because see, everything we do is available online. So I love it. I love your. Oh my God! Please go on.
No,
like any business owner can go online and learn a lot of this stuff for themselves.
Absolutely.
The only challenge happens when you get overwhelmed by your business duties. And
then the massive information that's just out there. How do you even know where to start?
Yes. The thing is, you can start and you can do it. You can get a bit of help. You will fail and then you will succeed and then you will learn. It's totally fine. But the only challenge that happens, I think that's usually the point when we come in, is that you're an entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur. We're usually generalists, so we usually try to do our marketing, we do our accounting, we do our HR, and we respect this. But at one point, and I know you're successful, I know you're getting to a point where you're succeeding with your business.
You're expanding.
You need to give this to someone else so that you can focus on the things that are how to bring more money to the business.
Absolutely.
Because this takes away from your focus, and it's not that we are reinventing it. We are experts. We know exactly how we do it, but it can be done if you're on a small business owner. It can be done, and I can point you towards how to learn it, how to get it done, and how can you save money on it, and all the bits and pieces of it. Absolutely fine.
That is so amazing, guys. Like, I'm just looking at you. Yes, you looking at me right now, and I'm like, if you don't jump on this and connect, well, don't say I'm not nice, because I'm really nice. I'll just pat myself in the back. AJ, you're nice. So I've brought you somebody who can literally have a one-on-one conversation with you. And thank God for the season we are in. Like, it's not a global world, right? So you don't necessarily need to fly down to Dubai to be with Ahmed. You can just hop on a Zoom call with him, have a discussion. I love how he does it. Like, it's not going to be like a typical doctor. He's just going to have a conversation with you. And you've heard him say it already. He's coming from your pain point as an entrepreneur, as a business owner himself. He knows your struggle. And so he's able to guide that conversation to be able to help you pinpoint where the issues are. And like he said in the beginning, I love what he said, that sometimes what you think as a business owner is the challenge is actually not the challenge. And just a little tweak of what you already have can actually take you from where you are to the next level that you're looking at. So, and this is why they exist. This is why Colabz exists, to help you see those places where you need to fix. And if you are capable enough to say, you know what, I love what you've just shown me, but I don't have the time to do it, please handle it for me. That is also what they're here for, to help you do that. And so I do hope that from this conversation today, you're able to learn one or two things, and you're able to take action by connecting with Ahmed. So if they want to do that, how would they connect with you?
Absolutely. If you want, I'll give you all my contact details and my email, even my personal number. You want to call me, you want to text me on WhatsApp, I'm all yours, no problem. And I'll leave those for you guys in the comments, no problem.
Yeah, so I'm going to have his details as usual in the description of this video and also of the audio podcast. So you can always scroll through the description and click on each of the link. It's Instagram, it's LinkedIn. He's a huge person on LinkedIn, right? Like he engages with people's content. As long as you meet Ahmed once, that's it. He engages, is genuine about, like, he's not doing it for marketing purposes. And I've seen that over the weeks and months that we've known each other. So you can connect with him on all of those platforms. I'll put the link in the description of this video and also of the audio. So please, please, please. And when you do that, remember to say, hi, Ahmed, my name is this, and I watched your episode on the Afrocentrist podcast. Please, please learn to start giving credit, okay? I know you're not publishing that, but just let him know you came from me, you know? And you can also slide into my DM and say, hey, hi, EJ. I spoke to Ahmed and I'll be happy for you, okay? That's why I'm here. That's why we're here. We're here to help you. We're here to play the little role we can to make life easier for you. And I do hope that you're going to take action. Like, this is like a simple action. Just connect with somebody.
Just say hi.
Just say hi. No, don't just say hi. Say hi and introduce yourself.
Yeah, sorry.
Because really, people do that a lot. They're like, hi.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm waiting. Hi, what?
Yeah.
Hi, my name is.
Yeah.
This is why I'm here. It's better. People respond to you better. But if you've not met somebody before and the first time you're sliding into their DM, all you say is hi, well, you're going to stay hi. Hi right there until you say something. Why you here? Why are you my DMs, right? So please start cultivating that habit if you're not already cultivating it. Please, when you slide into people's DM, when you send people messages for the first time, it is only courtesy to introduce yourself at the least. Hi, my name is this, and this is why I'm here in your DM. You know, it helps that conversation start better.
Absolutely.
You've learned one thing new again, in case you didn't know that before, you have learned something new. So please remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel, subscribe to the Buzzsprout, that's the audio version of the podcast, and please, 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 you can support the work that we are doing here by buying us a coffee. We're going to leave the link in the description as well. You see, buy me a coffee, and that means that you can support us by, donating as little as $1, $2, $5, $10, just to buy us coffee, to say, oh, we have a lot of setups here, we move around a lot to put this content together. So if you love what we're doing, you can be a part of that and support us. Okay, thank you so much for being on this episode. Until I come your way again, remember, Business Monday happens every other Monday, so you're going to see us next other Monday for the next episode of Business Monday. Would you like to say one last word to a startup? From one startup to another, just drop something for them to encourage them.
Yes, I was going to use this moment to thank you, but so thank you very much, AJ. I love the energy, and I'm really, really happy to be here. I love to connect with people from my continent. I love with Africa. I really think we're underestimated. I really think we're overlooked. Just because we're from that part of the world, there's the stereotype. So I think we have so much power, and we're the future, and we are gonna get things done. I believe in this from a core of my heart. If you're a startup owner, what I want you to do is that if you have something, start. That's the whole point of having a startup. So you'd rather start now and fail than coming in 5 years' time and be like, oh, I wish I've done it. So that's what I believe, and that's what I would love people to try and do themselves as well.
And so we'll leave you with that. Just start, and you find your way along the road.
Absolutely.
All right. So we'll see you next time. Stay blessed. Bye.
Bye.